This one I want to make sure I'm sensitive with, because as I'm thinking about it and talking to God about it, my brain is going all different ways and deeper, and it don't have to be that deep. I just want to shed light on something. I realize that's harder for me to do, just to shed light and not go under the surface, because that's where I live. My frenemy, I took him as a challenge, okay? And I have ever since I've known him a year. Okay. Come on, Daddy, help me. The year I've known this baby, I call him my little frenemy because something, that I said, the spirit in me, that doesn't agree with the spirit in him doesn't agree with the spirit in me. And I didn't say that to be demonizing him or, speaking on that baby in a negative light, or myself either. Not saying I'm better than him, I'm more holy than him, none of that. It's just something I understand, I recognize, I see. And normally when I hang out with them, I'm bringing a notebook, I got my headphones on, I've been hand to the plow while walking through life for a long time. But hula, it's time to heads up, look around. I've been by myself studying, being with God long enough, and it's time to share in more ways than one. So when we were hanging out, he didn't react the same way when we first meet up. He's like, he'll look at me and it's like, ah! And he goes into this like screaming fit, and I'm like, wait, what is the problem? Like, just let me love you. And then he'll get over that. Like, I'll be like, okay, whatever. When you're done, like, holler back. I used to tell my sister that all the time. And so he will, like, he'll get over it and he'll play and he'll like look at me from afar. And when he's ready, he'll run up to me and he'll look at me and he'll smile and he'll run away. But like, we don't touch. we don't play. It's just like a fish coming to get food and swim away and come get food. So I was paying attention to how he received me, how he perceived me, how I changed his atmosphere. And the spirit is fear. The thing is, my fear, and I need to find a different word, because when you transmute fear and make it power instead of a weakness or something not good, it doesn't serve its purpose the way it should. Fear, God doesn't give us the spirit of fear. So what is that? Because it's not that we don't need it at all. It's literally a warning system. We just need to know how to perceive it, how to receive it. I like that, Dad. And so I was watching him play with his, he's got this big monster guy. Maybe a cartoon, I don't know. I'm not with the times right now. But he'll stand them up and he walks around like he can be a monster to the monster. It's like half his body size. And so he's stomping around and knocking them down, and I'm just watching and I'm like, okay, he wants to be big. He wants to be big like right now. You know what I saw? I saw me. I saw a little trim beam. I never wanted to grow up, but it's like I was born running, you know, but God had my hands, had my arms, you know, holding my arms up, holding my feet off the ground, but I'm running. As soon as you put me down, bro, I'm out of here. And that's the spirit he has. He's so cute. That's the spirit he has. And so without understanding, you know, all the things, like every detail, only God knows it all. But the spirit in me and the spirit in him, he recognizes it, and I don't know what his little spirit does with that. Like, do you see that in me, and you know that part of you, and you're scared of you? Because we are mirrors to each other. You don't have to be scared of yourself, little baby. Okay? That's there for a reason. You're a warrior. Okay? So I'm watching him and he knocks the monster down and he walks off. And I'm watching his back go away from me. So I pick up the monster and I put him, you could fix his arms and his legs and whatnot. And I put the monster on his back. So the monster was like hanging off his back as he was squatting down, he was getting up. So as he got up, I put the monster on his back and he felt it. And he was like, And he raised up and threw him off. And he turned around and looked at him. He stomped him. That boy sat down and what's that wrestler's name? Rafiki is the monkey, isn't it? Rakesh. It was one of them WWF, WWE wrestlers. He got the big old booty and he'll stomp around and like sit on you. He did that to his little monster thing. I am weak on the inside, trying not to laugh at it. You know, I don't wanna mess up his little man ego, you know, but it's just hilarious. And so as I'm observing him, I'm like, okay, little man, you see something in this world and you understand your purpose already. Let me help you out before they crush it, baby. Let me let God through me help you seal you so they can't take that from you. So our babies are gifted. Our babies come out already knowing already. But we're so busy with the hustle and bustle that we can miss these things. Even if we don't miss it, if we see it, maybe it's not registering, or maybe it is registering and we just don't know what to do with it, or, you know. But that's why it's important. It takes a village. And so he allows me to play with his monster like he's observing me. This is the most interaction we've ever had outside of smiles from afar after you scream bloody murder. Like, that's weird. You're toxic. But I wanted to understand, so I took the time. And Patience, patience, patience is a virtue. That word, oh my goodness, in more ways than one. I'm being shown on more levels than one. Where my patience? I need to I am patient. I have patience. Where I need to exercise my patience, because I've exercised patience for people that didn't need it, don't deserve it. You know exactly what you're doing. I don't have it in me to be what you're being to me, so I don't understand you're doing this on purpose. But I thank you for helping me build my patience. And he's getting ready to be a big brother. So I picked him up and he's like looking at me like, we ain't that cool. I said, you don't have to be scared of me. Do I hurt you? And he looked back at me. I don't want to hurt you. I said, do you know I love you? And he looked away and he smiled. You're such a little man. And I said, you know what you're supposed to do here, don't you? And he looked back at me. I said, you trying to get big real quick, ain't you? And he looked again. I said, you getting ready for baby? And he just locked in like, you understand me? I love it. Thank you, Dad, for the experience. Thank you for being in this space. Thank you for partnering me with people that not only can I be a blessing to, but they have been a blessing to me. You have to find out the people we're connected with. We spend so much idle time where we should be exercising our gifts to build and sharpen and love one another. And we think we're doing it, but like, not really, maybe on some level, and some people do it naturally, but hula, heads up, look around. What are we missing? After we had that talk and I understood, you understand the mission at 1 años. What? That's amazing. I love it. How many more out here? Let's go, babies. Come on. Shoot. When I say from that moment on, he was like, so you understand I'm a superhero? Yup, we here, okay? No fear. Ain't no reason you ain't got to cry when you see me, buddy. Let's go. So we go down these stairs, and he wants to do it by himself. But he's careless. He's not careless. He's got courage. And gumption, how you say it? Like, I don't think he doesn't know if he runs down these stairs, he's going to hurt himself. I think he just understands that's part of the game. I like that. I like that. But baby, we have to protect ourselves. And so I grabbed his hand. And when I say that's all that baby needed to have the courage to Superman run down the stairs, where are you going? He was out of here. If I let his hand go, he might have flew. Okay. My nephew thought he could fly. I told him he couldn't. He said, I'm Peter Pan, Auntie. I said, baby, don't jump off them porch steps. He didn't listen. I told him at least 3 times. I'm gonna tell you at least 3 times. I explained it. I explained everything. That man jumped off them 4 concrete steps and smack. It's funny. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. It was. But it wasn't because, like, dang, I got the picture. I sure did, because I was going to keep that and show him later. And I did. But they believe in themselves. My nephew believed he could fly, and he wasn't nobody gonna tell him no different. He had to prove it to himself, and he did. And from that day on, I think we had a different level of trust, because Auntie don't tell you not to do anything that's not going to harm you. Find yourself, you know. But when I tell you don't do that, I'm not just being a grown-up. I understand the danger. I understand. I know you. I see you. I understand what you're capable of. And I understand that you don't understand what's going to happen when you do this. That boy, till this day, will say, if y'all believed in me, I could have did it. You know what? I'm not going to say you're wrong. I love him. The babies, okay? And if they just don't know how to take it to that next level. We're all figuring it out. But as grown-ups, we can give them those little crumbs, the little nuggets, their little puzzle pieces, so that they can figure it out a little quicker. If I had somebody to tell me in the midst of my trials and tribulations that didn't have to be, simply because somebody didn't just tell me, who knows where I'd be right now. Seriously. And I ain't mad, because Yahweh is Yahweh. Time is an illusion. And he will give me back everything the cankerworm ate. All of it. My mirror called me Benjamin Button. She said, you aging backwards? Well, she didn't look her age either. We was about the same age. I think she was a year older than me. But thank you, sis. Patience with these babies. So if I just felt like I didn't have time, I wouldn't have been able to decode that with that child. And as adults, let's not judge one another for, I don't even know the words for it, because we're all living life, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at any of his guardians as bad or negative or anything like that. There's so much more that they do for him. I don't know how much they have, boosted his little ego. That ego is not little. But we also have to realize, like, that is such a gift. But if we don't hone these kids in their gifts, if we don't make sure, he needed to know that I was a safe place. It's like he knew. It's like he knew that I was a safe place because my character says so. I've never done anything to make him question me, but you probably see me in the spirit, baby. And normally when you see spirits like that, they're bad. It's not the size of the spirit. You have to test that spirit. And again, I don't know the full thing. Maybe he's never seen a spirit like mine. Maybe I don't know. He said, what is that? I love the babies. They're so precious. And I'm just going to talk about that one right now. I think I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm excited to see what our next interaction will be like. Will he be happy to see me? Will we just, you know what I'm saying, give a head nod? Because I don't think he likes public affection. He got to look hard, you know what I mean? He's a protector. Like, get out of here with all that kissing and stuff in public, man. I'm trying to be hard, right? You're right, boo. My bad, my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. I love y'all purely. Love the babies. Pay attention to the babies. Just sit back and enjoy them and listen to what God is telling you about them as you watch them. And don't keep that to yourself. That belongs to them. That's theirs. As the adult, you can hold back and give it to them when it's necessary, but please don't keep from them themselves, so they gotta figure it out all by themselves, or you're slowing them down. You're slowing down the process, because if you sorry sis, now he's like climbing up on the bed, you know what I mean? Now he's like, oh shit, well, let me see if I can climb this building now. Sir, sit down. Come get your diaper changed, okay? Calm down. So they want to like push the limits. Like I said, God had me. I've been running my whole life. He wouldn't let me down, but as soon as he let me down, I'm out of here. And that is why he won't let me go. Or wouldn't let me go. One of the reasons anyway. Because with all that steam, sometimes you have to be a train, but sometimes you have to have patience. It takes patience to ride a train that's not going full steam ahead. All that power, and I could walk. I could walk beside this train right now. That's how fast we're not going. Yeah. I'm so enjoying this walk. Not that I haven't enjoyed up to now, but I can see. And I'm free. Okay? As we all will be. As we all are. Because the curse is reversed. It's over with. Haha. I love y'all. Keep fighting. Keep your eyes on Dad. Peace be still. Heads up, look around when you need to. Because he's always showing you things. Don't look at the storm. Look at what he's showing you in the storm. Thank you for walking with me.